We got quite a bit going on here at the old Hillbilly workshop this morning. We've got my son's little S10, 83 S10 Chevy here, what hauled him home from the hospital 25 years ago. And it's a little V8 conversion, little 327 he and I built and threw in there. Dropped in, as they say. That's where he learned it's not quite that simple. Just drop in a V8, yeah. Anyway, getting ready to kind of jumpstart that thing, get it fired off here. I need to move it out of the way because I've got some other things happening around here today. And this belongs to a little lady who I hope someday becomes my daughter-in-law. Anyway, sorry Trav, just had to say that. But it has issues. It's a 96 Honda Civic, and one time our Peak had a Honda, showed up at his house and stayed for months. And I hope that's not the case here. Not that I have anything against little 96 Honda Civics. I don't, but I don't know anything about working on them. I'm schooled in that old stuff, those old 327s and 283s and old Chevy 6-cylinders. Out of the 50s I can kind of work on, but once they get a computer in them, I don't know anything about them. Really don't want to know anything about them other than to make them go from point A to point B. And that's what we're going to try to have happen here. The issue is it loses power going uphill. It just bogs down to almost nothing. And I just barely got it up here on this mountain. I'm at 2,200 feet elevation. I just almost didn't get here, but I did. And loaned to my little Subaru to drive while I'm working on this thing. So, and they noticed some, what they thought was animal hair coming out the tailpipe at one point, and then they discovered it was fiberglass. So, if it's losing fiberglass out of the muffler, could be, you know, I'm thinking the catalytic converter could be plugged up, or just the muffler plugged up and some back pressure and whatever's going on, but I'm kind of hesitant to jack it up and crawl under it because supposed to get my new lift today, getting a lift for the old Hillbilly workshop. But anyway, I know it won't get all up and running until late in the day, so I'm gonna go ahead and jack this thing up and get going on it. But one of the first things we got to do here is when you open the hood, well, I can't find the latch, but anyway, it has no I thought I had it. Anyway, it has no hood rod to hold it up. So we're going to try and remedy that. We're going to hop in the old Subaru, the old Hoopy here, and run down in the canyon, see if we can salvage one off another vehicle. By the way, one thing I didn't film and I should have, is the old Hoopy broke in half. I mean, it was just ready to drop in half on the road. So when my friend was here visiting, we fixed it. We got some angle iron and we got her there, bolted that sucker back together. Now it rides real stiff as a log truck again. It was getting pretty springy. But anyway, this is the Hoopy, and on this side it says B&C Fabricated Company Incorporated. And so we'll hop no rig and run down the canyon and see what we can find. You wanna go? Come on, hop in. Buckle up. Contact. Clear the prop. Away we go. I mow all these old roads around here because when the kids come up, they like to take this whole thing for a ride down the canyon. It's kind of fun. I've only rolled it once. Not having a top on it is a real good incentive to not roll it. It had a top on it when I rolled it. Probably what saved my on-rail hide. It threw me out. Didn't have the doors on it. It threw me out. And then it rolled up on top of me. Kind of squeezed me, but that A-pillar here on the steering windshield post caught most of the weight. So it knocked the breath out of me, but There's the other old hoopy that we built in 2000. The kids called it Hoopy Y2K. And anyway, that one's down here. And I made a mistake of dragging all this stuff down here in the canyon because now it's an eyesore. I was trying to be a good neighbor and get it out of sight so my neighbors wouldn't have to look at it. But now I have to look at it. So my neighbor's got a big tractor. I was able to drag it down here with my little tractor, but I can't drag it back out. Okay, we're missing the rod on that one. Anyway, my neighbor's got a big tractor, and he's gonna loan me the tractor or come down one of these days, and we're gonna drag this stuff out. I'm either gonna scrap it out. I'll probably save things like that hood ornament there, and some side chrome markings and whatever's salvageable, but a lot of this could just be scrap iron. And scrap's pretty high right now, as I understand it. A lot of people are scrapping again. And that's what happens to a lot of our old cars. When the price goes up, people start scrapping, and then we lose a lot of classics that way. But that's what it's always been, that's what it's always going to be, I guess. I figured out I can't save them all, and there's still a lot of them out there. So, okay, mission accomplished. We got our little rod there, little hood rod. I'm gonna see if I can adapt a Subaru hood rod, a 1996 Honda Civic. I'm betting I can. We'll roll on down through here, back out the other way. I'm gonna take you through the little town of Nashville. This is Nashville down here. It's one 2-door. And 49. 2-door, can't remember, 49 2-door, yeah. Anyway, that's where the front end came from. It's hanging on my shop wall. Alright, I'm going to shut this camera off now, see if I can get out of this canyon without killing myself. See y'all later.